Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with today's trading action. All right, now a bit of a shorter version. We are coming into Thursday. I have been a bit caught up with a bit of a tragic situation with one of my friends. I'd just like to say before this, if you're having some issues with mental health, reach out to a friend, anyone, or a lifeline service. Things can turn around and you can make things a lot better. There's a lot better things you can do than take matters into your own hands. All right, now let's just come into what's been happening. I've just sort of been keeping an eye on the market. There hasn't been any sort of major changes, right? US Treasury yields are still going up, and this is all based around the tariffs that Trump is apparently going to be bringing out, right? So strong dollar. We're seeing weakness across the board here. In actual fact, if you have a look at the major currency pairs, everything's going down, right? You think, well, how can euro, sterling, Aussie, Kiwi be going down and the dollar against CAD, Swiss, and yen? Well, that's just what's going on, right? It's just sort of charging away, and I expect this to continue, right? Until we hear from the Don himself whether the tariffs are going to be applied or not. Now, they may not be as extreme. If so, we'll see the dollar roll back. But you know what? Everything's geared up for a strong dollar. I don't know if the Don understands this, but it's going to make the US very uncompetitive, and that's going to hurt the dollar at some stage. But for now, let's just focus on what's happening. Okay, the dollar is screaming topside. The dollar index, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, it is sort of rolling back a bit here at the moment. Dollar CAD's going up, and we're seeing pressure on euro, sterling, Aussie, and Kiwi, right? So really good correlating behavior across all the major pairs. And that's something you really got to hang on to, because that's, it's a reassuring thing. Now, I'm just updating the live trade hub. You'll see some updates here. Now, what's the focus this week? Well, coming into the week with non-farm payrolls, it usually is the non-farms that are the feature. Now, just focus on stronger numbers, right? The dollar's going up. That's your trend. So if we get stronger numbers, we get a good outcome. The non-farm payroll change, the forecast is 160K, and the unemployment rate is 4.2%. Now, for me, to get some really good action here, you'd love to see stronger numbers, right? Above the top end of the range and the bottom end of the unemployment number, right? A better unemployment number, that's a stronger dollar as well. If we get a double whammy here, then you're going to see that dollar, the US Treasury yields continue to go higher, and that is going to be a pretty easy trade situation because it just goes with the current trend in the market. So buying dollar pairs, selling the dollar block, euro, sterling, Aussie, Kiwi, right? It's pretty straightforward. Now, but it's come into the majors and have a look, obviously, what's going on. With that structure, we are seeing really clear trending markets. Great for Prime Time Pro, which we are rolling out the new version today. So euro, sterling, Aussie, Kiwi down, dollar index, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, dollar CAD, all going up. No signals just at the moment. They're sort of all mid-range, right? So just keep an eye on that as we go forward. But on the crosses, we do have a couple of long-term setups here that I really like the look of, right? And what I'm talking about are these red ones, Aussie yen, Kiwi yen, and CAD yen, all going down, short-term, long-term, with a long-term prime time sell signal, right? So that's something, if you're not looking at it, go and check those pairs out, because that's where a lot of the action will be. Now, as we come into today's trading, just keep an eye on the various things that's coming out. Like the dollar is dominating. So when you're looking at the market, look for the things that are going to go with the current trend, right? So weaker German numbers obviously would be quite nice. Goes with the weaker euro. Okay, that is trending sort of really nice, steadily down. And then really you come into there's I was going to say Eurozone retail sales, but there's not a lot coming out, right? Really, we're waiting for the US non-farm payrolls, and it's that second month each month we get the Canadian numbers as well. So now I'm not sort of overlooking those, but they do get sort of pushed aside as the US numbers dominate, right? So keep an eye on the Canadian numbers. US non-farm payrolls will dominate, and that's where we are to end the week. Now, I'm back on deck. We will be getting a lot more updates. You'll see more improvements to the site, and we want to make sure everyone's gearing up for a big 2025. All right, guys, all the best. Cheerio.